Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm really glad that you did, and I have such a fun story, I think, to tell you today. Because today what we're talking about is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or the Christmas light story, as I like to refer to this. And so let me tell you this story. The other day I had my little granddaughter here. She's 5 years old and just awesome. And she just has this approach and outlook to life where everything as a 5-year-old should be is very exciting to her. And so as we were leaving, before I was going to take her home, I decided to take her through this other area of where we live. It's about maybe a couple miles away, and show her this house that is so lit up with lights. Honestly, it rivals Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation. It's amazing. There is not a square inch on the house or on the lawn in the yard that doesn't have lights or snowmen or Christmas soldiers or Santas. Every square inch of the house, I kid you not. Hundreds of thousands of lights on this little neighborhood home. And I have to tell you that I was just excited for her to see this. And so as I'm driving through the subdivision, I handled it in a way that I kind of talked to her like I thought maybe her kindergarten friends would talk to her. Because she said she had seen lights on a house on the way over to my house. And I said, oh, I'll wait till I show you this. You're not gonna believe it. And then I'd point out a house. You see that house? It has a lot of lights and lights on the trees. That's pretty, huh? She said, mm-hmm. I said, it's nothing compared to what you're going to see. Nothing. And so we go a little farther. I said, see that house? You're not going to believe it, because the house I'm going to show you is so much more lights than that. And so she was looking at it, and I was building this up and talking to her again in my little 5-year-old voice. And as we finally got around and came around the corner and approached the house, her eyes lit up as big as saucers. And she said, quote, oh my goodness, can you believe it? I want to send those people money. Take a picture and send it to my mom. I could not believe it when she said, I want to send those people money. It was hysterical to me that she said that. I don't know where she came up with it, but she couldn't believe it. Another car slowed up and watched. She goes, look, people are slowing down and watching it. I want my mom and dad to see this. She couldn't believe it. It just gave me such pleasure. Well, when I was repeating this story to some friends and sharing with them, something occurred to me. And that is that as I was explaining it to them, I said this, and as if I was showing this house to anybody else, to you that are watching me, I would be doing it with more of a sarcastic eye, because I actually kind of think that it's obnoxious, this house. And I would be saying, oh my gosh, wait till you see this house down here. Can you believe it? I'm sure glad I don't live right next door to it. That's how I would have shared it. And that's what I actually kind of think about the house. But when I was putting myself in my little 5-year-old granddaughter's shoes, I knew that she would be thrilled with it. And it made me realize that that's really about how life is. And that's particularly true of our business. Different people are going to see it different ways. And you see your business with enthusiasm and excitement, and you want to share it from that enthusiastic, excited way, and not worry about what the person on the other side is thinking about, because they'll get excited along with you. Even my little 5-year-old granddaughter, if I would have shared it with her in a different way, she wouldn't have probably had the same reaction. Although I knew she was going to come at it with sarcasm unless I implanted that on her. And so keep that in mind when you're telling your stories, that you're a big part of creating the reaction or the outcome of how the person that's listening to you is perceiving it. So I had a lot of fun with her and a lot of fun sharing that story with you today. If this story helped you, please comment and share. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did.